Yeah, it's me. I'm back. It's been a minute. Maybe less, I don't know. Maybe more. At this point, who knows? All I know is I'm cold. Yes, I'm wearing shorts and I'm complaining about being cold. Well, a few days ago we were blistering hot over here, so who knows? Thing is, I love the month of May. I mean, historically I have anyway. But the uh, the unpredictability of the weather has always it's always been kind of a thorn in my side on the whole thing. But anyway, I just said I love it, and to an extent, it still does ring kind of true. Although the last decade, the month of May has kind of fallen out of favor with me. So maybe this is my favorite month anymore. I just don't know. And I'm babbling because I got a few different topics swirling in my head that I'll probably forget between now and 5 minutes from now. But well, whatever. We'll see. Um, so yeah, some of you may have already seen the short that I uploaded earlier, maybe about an hour ago. I just thought it'd be a fun little quickie to showcase the weather that we had a few days back. As far as I can tell, we got we got away pretty much unscathed over here. Um, Unfortunately, others in the area did not get so lucky. As I understand it, regionally there were reports of even baseball-sized hail, a lot of broken windows, battered siding. I don't even want to think about the roof damage that a lot of people are going to have to deal with now. And yes, there were a lot of smashed car windows. And I even saw a TV station, one of their reporters during the broadcast when they're covering the storm. They actually went out to the parking lot and they found that one of the staff vehicles actually had the back window got smashed up. Excuse me. Sorry. I did. Yeah. Okay. That might be the first time I sneezed on camera. Anyway, the storms were bad regionally, but I think that they weakened up before they actually got here. So, fingers crossed. I have no way of going up onto the roof to check anything, but hopefully, I mean, the fact of the matter is, I'm in an HOA, so they're the ones responsible for the exterior maintenance and repairs. I would think that if we actually did have any kind of damage going on, that other residents would have complained by now. They would have, arranged for at least for an assessment to be done, find out just what kind of damage we got. From what I could see, I stayed upstairs a lot longer than I should have, but I was going stir crazy in the basement. Um, all I ever saw, all I ever heard was heavy downpour rain and super high winds. I mean, these winds were, I don't know, I want to say that they were doing like 60, 70 miles an hour. Which combined with rainfall made things fun to watch. Not so much with the rain, with the thunder though. Not much there. So that was okay. Yeah. So anyway, locally we survived, thankfully. I didn't get a chance to ask about how things went at work. My job is just yeah. I'm starting a lot. Sorry. The plant from where I work is only a couple miles away, so I'm curious to see just how badly they got hit. I'm guessing that it wasn't that bad. I mean, we did get a text message sent to every single employee that works there, telling us to go into the restrooms. It's like, okay, well, I'm at home on my day off. You want me to get in my car, drive those few miles over there, and go inside the building to hunker down inside the bathroom? Nah, I don't think so. I will. I'll find my way to the basement at home. Thanks. So anyway, oh yeah. I'm like hold on. Sorry, if I don't take these now, I'm gonna forget about them until after I'm done with this. And that's like a half hour of extra time where I'm not sleeping. And I gotta be honest, I'm cutting it close with sleep as it is. Um, yeah, you know, they talk about these being hemp gummies, and I know the active ingredient is melatonin, but they're really damn tasty. I kind of wish I could just eat the whole jar at one time. But they say something about like oh, what is it? Don't take more than let's see. Yeah, do not consume more than 5 pieces every 6 hours. So yeah. Anyway, sorry. I'm unfocused right now. Sorry. Um, so where was I? The month of May, right? So let's see. We are on what is it now, the 19th or 20th? One or the other. Let's see. He'll be the 20. I can't do math right now. Sorry. Anyway, it was yeah. We're just a few days now past the anniversary of the uh, death of my father. Um, he died 6 years ago last week, and sometimes I still think about the guy, and I guess I do in a way miss him, but in so many ways I surprise myself at just how little I even think of him nowadays. It's like you know when you lose someone and you think that you're never gonna forget about them, that their memory is always gonna be a major part of your thoughts and how you live your life. And then here I am. It's been 6 years, so yeah, it's been a good chunk of time. But at the same time, I mean, I haven't been up to the grave in it's been 2 or 3 years since I last visited the grave. I was in my transition at that point. Um, so I don't know. I've never felt really like like I could be comfortable visiting the grave as my current self, just because he was he wasn't MAGA exactly. I mean, I don't think he liked Trump at all, but when he would talk, he was very much a hardcore conservative. 1950s was the best time ever kind of guy, and well, you know how that mindset is when it comes to LGBTQ plus, and especially trans people. I mean, hell, this was a man who, what year was it? It was like 2015, 2016. He was telling me a story about the time that he was you know, on the verge of enrolling in a police academy, and he said that the thing that pushed him away from it was he had heard the night before of a call of a domestic call involving two gay guys. Only he used the slang that rhymes with maggot. Um, and then this was a guy that this was back in like 2015, 2016. He's using using those words. It's like, really, I thought you were more with the times than that. But there he was, spouting off you know, that kind of bullshit language. So much as as much as I loved the guy back then, the respect I have for him took a big hit that day. Uh, but anyway, it's been 6 years, and honestly, I'm not sure I miss him at all anymore. It's just there are still a few times here and there where I guess it does kind of come back a little bit, but for the most part, we're just like, he's gone. Who cares? And I guess I'm kind of a callous piece of shit for for having that mindset, but can't help it. But anyway, so that's month of May. There's that. The other thing was, I know I've talked about this in the past, but he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, right? He got his diagnosis on March 9th. He was dead May 16th. You look at the calendar and you space it out, and that's 13 weeks from cancer diagnosis to death. So now he could have had more time had he decided to pursue treatment, chemotherapy and whatnot. But it was stage 4 at that point when he was diagnosed anyway, so there was no hope for beating it. Anyway, the month of May is absolutely batshit crazy when it comes to birthdays. I mean, between my family and my friends, and I don't know if we have more than 4 or 5 days in this month where there's not a birthday or a wedding anniversary, including my own. Yeah, so I don't know if how big of a surprise this is, but I was married once, and I've still got the fucking wedding DVD. I haven't gone through with destroying it yet, but yeah, here I got the photos, and I got the ceremony itself. Never watched it, never browsed the pictures because, well, my marriage was a fucking disaster from day one. I mean, how do I put it? When your brand new spouse would rather spend time with a roommate and goes out of their way to exclude you and your group of friends that you invited out to Vegas for this wedding. We planned it out and everything, but I had this whole thought that we would get to intermingle our collective friends and family groups, and get to be a bigger a bigger family unit out of it. But Cindy just kept kept making excuse after excuse to make sure that we never linked up. It was always okay. We're gonna go do this, and no, we don't want to do that, and it just and even on the wedding night, it was like, okay, well, we finally did get a group of us together to go wander the Vegas Strip, and she was spending all of her time with the roommate, and just leaving me in the dust. It's like, okay, well, I see where your priorities lie, and it's not with the person that you just said you're gonna marry. You're gonna devote your entire life to spending with. So here I was looking like a fucking idiot, and yeah. But I've rehashed that story so many times. The marriage basically lasted a few hours. I mean, legally it lasted a year and a half, but that was only because I was too stupid to understand that I should have bailed out sooner. I should have bailed out before signing the paperwork. Oh, yeah, sorry. So yeah, I've got the rain cloud of a shitty wedding to hang over my head for the rest of my life. But yeah, otherwise, the month of May has been, to me, it's always been kind of a starting point, for the summer activities, for the warmer weather. Yeah, we go through these stretches where it's 30 degrees and it's 80, and who knows where in between. Well, we're gonna have rain, we're gonna have snow, we're gonna have a hurricane, and who the fuck knows? I mean, I appreciate May primarily because it is the start of the warm season, but it's not so warm that you're stuck sweltering out in the heat continuously 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Like you'll get in late June and into July and August. So oh yeah. Yep, getting tired. That's a good thing. So other news I've got, still waiting to hear back from the surgical department from the clinic. I might have to send them a message myself to say, hey, check my profile, check my chart, and you'll see that I got 2 letters of approval from therapists. Can we get scheduled now? So, where the hell was I going with that? Whatever. It kind of feeds into my bigger news, though. With my for sure news, that I decided to cancel my trip for next month. I was gonna go to the yearly Camp Icon event down in Tennessee, but between the surgical preparations, the financial strain that's going to put on me, I mean, I'll be out for between a month and a half to 2 months by the sound of things, and not really pulling in any income during that time. Kind of puts things into perspective. Of course, the part where I would be driving from here all the way down there, it's like a 12-hour drive this year, but still, you have to stop along the way. You have to use restrooms, and unfortunately, with the way that the restroom situations are regarding trans people, and people's vigilanteism. I I can't feel safe going. I cannot feel safe taking any trip where I might need to use a rest stop. And 12 hours driving, no rest stops. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. You're gonna have to stop at some point, probably 3 or 4 times. So I'm cutting my losses. I've already canceled the hotel. I canceled the rental car. The only thing I've got left now is a ticket. I'm just trying to give that away to someone. But I don't want to just give away to anyone. However, I'd like to. Ideally, I'd like to, pass it back to Icon for Hire and let them give it away in a manner that they see fit. Whether it be like just a random fan thing on their on their live stream, or if they just do it via like a Facebook giveaway. I wouldn't mind either way. But the problem is actually getting in touch with them is a lot more difficult than I would like it. I mean, I get it. They're fairly fairly popular group. They've got a fan base in the hundreds of thousands, if not millions, at this point. So yeah, they can't just you know, respond to every communication, but maybe I'll find a way. Uh, I think that's really all I got right now. I just had those few things, and okay, that's not cool. My ear just started ringing out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm falling apart. I'm old. I'm gonna go to bed, and yeah, I will talk to you all at some point later. Toodaloo.